Good morning. In this class, we're going to go over deshita, the past tense of des. Just as a note, you can find all of my class notes on my website, pocketjapanese.com. So today we're going to go over was/weren't deshita. We will also be going overじゃないでした, so past tense negative, so wasn't/weren't. Let's go. So far, we've been introduced to is and is not. So for example, Chichi, this first character here, my dad or dad. Chichi wa ryōrinin. Ryōrinin is chef. Chichi wa ryōrinin desu. My dad is a chef. Des in this case is because des is, am, and are because they don't conjugate it like English does. As we've already doneじゃないです, if you've been following along with my classes, Chichi wa ryōrininじゃないです. Chichi, my dad. Chichi is like the informal dad, so in this case we're just going to assume we're talking about my dad. Like there's a relationship there, but just to kind of give you the explanation for why I'm saying my dad here when there's no watashi no chichi. In this case we're just going to infer that we are talking about my dad. Chichi wa ryōrininじゃないです. So ryōrinin, chef, ryōrininじゃないです. When we add じゃないです onto the end, we're saying is not. So we're saying is not a chef. As for my dad, 父は料理人じゃないです is not a chef. In this lesson, we'll look at past tense of the verb to be, or in other words, was/were and wasn't/weren't. To get was/were, it's pretty simple. We just swap des with deshita. So sentence, get rid of your des, add deshita. No need to change the rest of the sentence, just simply change des to deshita to make your sentence past tense. So there's nothing else we need to conjugate, we just change des, deshita. So let's go over some example sentences. Ani wa daigakusei desu. My older brother is a university student. Ani is older brother. Again, it's kind of like Chichi where this is quite an informal way of saying older brother. There's also one-san, which can be used as well. Ani wa daigakusei. Daigakusei is university student. My older brother is a university student. Ani wa daigakusei deshita. My older brother was a university student. Sobo wa bengoshi desu. My grandma is a lawyer. Sobo, again, we're going for casual here, so we're assuming it's mine. My grandma wa bengoshi. Bengoshi is a lawyer. Sobo wa bengoshi deshita. My grandma was a lawyer. I'm assuming she's now not. Asoko wa gakko desu. Over there is a school. Asoko wa gakko desu. Asoko wa gakko deshita. Over there was a school. There is now a hospital or something. Gakko is just the general word for school, not a university, not a high school, just school. And asoko is over there. I have a lesson on asoko, koko, soko as well if you need to watch that. Ani no shikoto wa salariman deshita. So very specifically what we have going on here is ani no shikoto, my older brother's job, wa, as for my older brother's job, salariman deshita, was a salaryman. Ima kyoshi desu. Now it is a teacher. So just as a note, we have oh my gosh, I can't say it in English. Now, we have salaryman, which is just kind of like your classic way of saying he works an office job. He works in some kind of salaryman job. We then have kyoshi, which you might know sensei as teacher. Sensei is kind of like a way of describing the profession. Sensei means like they are knowledgeable in their profession. So for example, you can call a doctor a sensei. It's an honorific rather than the profession. Kyoshi is the profession. Haha wa shufu deshita. Ima shufu shanai desu. My mum was a housewife. Now she is not a housewife. So to get wasn't/weren't, combine じゃない and じゃないでした. So for example, you have your sentence, You no longer have des, you have じゃないでした。じゃないでした。This should be a bit easier as we've already done じゃない, so you should be a bit used to saying じゃない. Sentence じゃない not じゃないです、じゃないでした. Make sure the でした part comes last. We're very used to putting des/でした right at the end. So make sure you don't say でしたじゃない or something. じゃないでした. Okay, let's go over some example sentences. 兄は大学生じゃないでした. My older brother was not a university student. He never. 祖母は弁護士じゃないでした. My grandma was not a lawyer. あそこは学校じゃないでした. There was not a school over there. 母は主婦じゃないです. My mum wasn't a housewife. So hopefully all of these examples make sense. Let's go over a few listening practice examples. So I'm going to say some sentences and you'll have about 3 seconds to translate them in your head before I give you the answers. So let's go. 今は5時じゃないです. 今は5時じゃないです. It is not 5 o'clock right now. あの猫は私のじゃないです. あの猫は私のじゃないです. That cat over there is not mine. あの鉛筆は500円でした. あの鉛筆は500円でした. That pencil over there was 500 yen. それは私の自転車じゃないでした. それは私の自転車じゃないでした. That wasn't my bicycle. Okay, we're going to leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you need any class notes, you can check out my website, pocketjapanese.com. And if you'd like to support me, you're welcome to sign up. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.